Hello everyone, welcome back to another class. It's Cam here, and today we're going to be doing some yoga for those that might train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, even if you don't train kickboxing, mixed martial arts. This will be very beneficial for your practice. I personally train Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai, and yoga has helped me out quite a bit in flexibility and just in breathing and concentration as well. So let's begin with a wrist warm up. Tabletop. I always like to start with the wrists, especially if you're doing martial arts. There's times where you're putting a lot of weight and impact on your wrist. So here we're going to sit back on the toes, slide the hands to the knees, and shift forward. Stretch the wrists, and shift back. Forward and back, just rocking back and forth. Keeping the weight in between your pointer finger and your thumb. One more. Forward and back. Then we'll bring the palms facing forward, fingertips pointed back towards the knees, and sit back on the feet. Stretch the feet and the wrists here. Maybe bending one arm at a time. If you're extra flexible, the wrists. And sit back and shake it out. We're going to move pretty quick today, so get ready. Coming down with dog. Take a couple breaths here. Get settled. Maybe walk the dog, bend and straighten the legs. From here, inhale, three-legged dog, right leg comes up. Inhale, come high up on the toes. And exhale, knee to nose. Hold here. Inhale, leg comes back. Three-legged dog. And exhale, knee to the elbow. Right knee to right elbow. Leg steps out so that your right foot is outside of your hands. We're going to hang out in lizard lunge for a minute while we let the hip open up. Maybe move forward and back. Here, set the knee down. Reach the right arm back. Grab the shin, or the foot rather, and kick the left foot into the right hand. And relax and pull the foot towards the glute. Feel a nice stretch in the quad here. If you can't quite reach the foot, it's okay to grab a strap or a belt, whatever you have nearby. Release. Back to lizard lunge. And from here, we're stepping back to plank. Plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bend the arms for chaturanga. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press up the plank. And we're going to bring the feet together. So both feet are touching each other here. Now we're going to move to the knife edge of the left foot. Right foot is stacked on top. Hips are stacked on top of each other, as well as the shoulders for side plank. Push the ground away through the right arm or left arm. You don't want to be sunk into your shoulder. You want to push out of your shoulder so you're not sinking into the joint. Stay here. Maybe take the left hip and shift it a bit forward and up. And breathe. Going to lift the right leg off. Slowly step the knee back to a lizard lunge on the right side. Back here in lizard lunge. Next, we're going to come up on the fingertips, start to maybe move the fingertips a little bit forward or keep them right where they're at. What we're going to do is we're going to send the hips back and straighten the right leg. Come up on the heel and inhale, bend, exhale, straighten, hips back, inhale, bend the right leg, hips come back in. Exhale, straighten, inhale, bend, straighten, bend, straighten. Kind of moving with the breath here. Two more. Last one. And back in lizard lunge. Stepping back to plank pose. And sending the hips up and back for downward dog. Exhale. Inhale. Left leg comes up. Three-legged dog. Inhale, come high up on the toes. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, back to three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee comes to the left elbow. Hold it here. Slow and controlled, stepping the left leg outside of the hands for lizard lunge. We'll do a thigh stretch here. Set the right knee down. Reach back with the left arm. Capture the right foot. Thumb should be pointed towards the ceiling here on the left hand. And kicking the foot into the hand. Now relax. Pull the foot in. Release. Put back down. Come back to a lizard lunge. Lifting up the right knee. Gonna step to plank. From our plank, we're gonna bring the feet together and come to a side plank. On the right side, come to the knife edge of the right foot. Push the ground away through the right shoulder and hand. Just did this in another class today, so definitely already feeling it. From here, I'm going to lift the left leg and slowly step it towards the front of the mat. Slow as you can. For lizard lunge. Now here we're going to come up on the fingertips. And you can either leave the fingertips right here or we'll come forward a bit. We're going to exhale, send the hips back, straighten the left leg. Inhale, bend, send the hips forward. Exhale, back, straighten. Inhale, bend. Move a little faster. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Straighten. Bend. Straighten. Bend. Three more. Last one. And back to lizard lunge. Great job. Step the left foot back. Plank pose. And exhale, downward dog. Gonna walk the feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Roll up through the spine. Arms overhead. And exhale, hands to the chest. Here we're going to take a big step back and come to Skandasana on the right side. Right knee is going to bend. Left leg is straight. And here we can be low on the ground, or we can come to a high Skandasana. All that matters is that our right heel is on the ground. Don't want to be on our toes. And we'll move back to the front of the mat for Warrior 1. The Warrior 1 will keep a 90-degree bend in the left knee. Our left leg perfectly straight. Our right heel is kicked back, so our foot is not perpendicular with the mat or parallel. It's more like a 45-degree angle. While we're here, we're turning the hips forward. Trying to pull that left hip back. From here, inhale, start to shift forward till that right leg is light. Lift everything up for Warrior 3. Straighten through both legs. Extend through the spine. Really try to reach back with the right foot here. And take a big step back and circle the arms out for Warrior 2. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Right arm comes to your right hamstring, left arm overhead. Inhale. Exhale, windmill the arms down. And step back for plank pose. Exhale, send the knees up and back, or the hips up and back for downward dog. Inhale, set the knees down, elbows down. Exhale, glide forward through the hands. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, tuck your chin and lift your hips for downward dog. Inhale, come up on the toes and walk, step or jump to the top of the mat. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees and roll up through the spine. Arms meet at the top overhead. And exhale, hands to chest. We're going to take a big step back with our left leg this time for Skandasana. On the left side, bend the left knee, straighten the right leg. And back to the front of the mat for Warrior 1. Right knee is bent 90 degrees. Chest is lifted. And the left leg is straight. Pulling the right hip back and maybe look up towards the hands. Bring your hands to your chest here or keep them overhead. We're going to shift forward until that left leg is light. And then we're floating up for warrior 3. Keep pushing the ground away through the right foot. Keep reaching back behind you through the left leg and reaching forward through the spine. Breathe here as you were when you first started. Come back to the breath in its original form through the nose, never breathing through the mouth. If you lose balance, it's all good. Here, take up another big step back and windmill the arms open for warrior 2. Gaze over the right fingertips. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, windmill the arms down and step the right foot back for plank pose. Keep the core engaged here. Continue to push the ground away. From here, we're going to lower down to a forearm plank. However, we're going to do it one arm at a time. So we're going to keep our left arm straight. Our right arm is going to come down to forearm. Our left arm is going to follow. And then we're going to come back out of it same way. Our left hand comes up. Right arm comes down. Do that again. Right forearm down. Left forearm down. Left arm up. Right arm up. One more time. Right forearm, left forearm, left hand, right hand. Now we're going to do it the other way. So our left forearm comes down first, then our right forearm, and our left hand, and our right hand. Left forearm, right forearm, right hand, left hand. One more time. Left forearm, right forearm, right hand, left hand. Keep the core engaged. Never letting it sink like this. Keep our core up, keep it tight. And exhale, downward dog. Set the knees down and meet in a seated straddle, forward fold. You can face the other way if you'd like. Just turn so you can see me better. And from here, we'll inhale, reach out through the spine. Exhale, fold forward and down. Maybe walk the hands bit more forward, and relax into the pose. Find that stretching really helps with the injury prevention side of jiu-jitsu. A lot of situations I've been in where if I wasn't so flexible, I might have gotten hurt. We'll save you a lot. Let's come out of the forward fold, bend the knees, bring the feet together, or butterfly, another hip opener. Here, grabbing the feet, bringing the elbows outside of the shins, and pulling yourself down. Keep your chin to your chest here and let your spine stretch. Just reaching down, melting down. No need to force it. Inhale, come back up. One more thing before we go. A hip stretch. Going to bend the right leg a lot. Left leg coming over the top. Our left foot and ankle we want over our right knee. Maybe it's a little bit farther over than mine, or it's not quite at the knee. That's all good. All that matters is that your foot, your top foot is flexed. So my left foot is flexed. My left toes are pointing towards my left kneecap. That's the most important part here to protect your knee joint. Here you're gonna maybe scoot the hips back a bit and fold forward and down. Stretching the left piriformis hip muscle. Relax here, keep folding, melting down. No force needed. Maybe walk the hands forward. Slowly push yourself back up. Switch sides. Put the left leg under. Right leg comes over the top. Right foot is very important. Keep it bent, keep it flexed so that the right toes are pointing towards the right kneecap. It's very important to protect that knee joint. We don't want any unnecessary strain. And going to fold forward and down. Inhale, lengthen out through the spine. Exhale, fold. Okay. Start to sit up. We'll come to half shavasana here. Knees bent, lower, body down. Start to straighten the legs. Let the feet fall. And tilt the palms up towards the ceiling. Breathe here. Keep the breath steady, consistent. Don't try to control the breath, just let it flow. Good to establish that flowing breath, relaxed flowing breath for yourself. So no matter how tough the practice is, no matter what's going on around you, situation, you can come back to that breath, that relaxed flowing breath, and come back to the present moment. It's what yoga is all about. Feel free to stay in Shavasana for another few minutes. When you're ready, you can start to slowly wiggle your fingers, toes, movement back, and slowly come up to a seat. No rush. Take your time. Enjoy it. But that is all I have for you today. Thank you all so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed the practice, please leave a like and subscribe. I will continue this yoga for jiu-jitsu and martial arts because I think it's very important to develop certain strengths and flexibilities and balance that is necessary for these sports. But until next time, thank you all so much for watching. Again, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment if you enjoyed it. And as always, namaste.